Hi, my name is Laura, and I have been on a mission to make the best chocolate chip cookies, and I don't know where this came from. I selfishly just want to be the mom known as the mom that makes the best chocolate chip cookies, and so I think I have the recipe down. Now it's just figuring out the baking temperature and the time on the oven, and so that's kind of where I've been hung up. So I think I'm on batch like 6 or 7. I feel like Monica Geller from Friends. And so if you would like to come with me, we are gonna make another batch and see how they turn out. Okay, to start, we need 8 ounces of butter. I have this big giant like Amish roll from the grocery store, and so I'm just gonna weigh it. The butter has to be cold, like right out of the fridge, cold. Cube it up into small pieces, but start with cold butter. Okay, now we're gonna do 3/4 cup of the brown sugar. I like Trader Joe's. And then a 1/4 cup of regular sugar. Okay, now this is like one of the most important steps. So you have the butter in here with the sugars. You're going to put your mixer on high, or not high, but like make sure to like cream them together really good. Okay, next we are going to do 2 eggs and an egg yolk. So you're gonna have to separate the egg whites from the egg yolk. So give me just 1 second. And then I'm going to mix those together, rinse my hands off real quick. And then while those are mixing together, we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I like to use the Trader Joe's vanilla bean paste. I feel like it just gives it a more, I don't know. It's really yummy. All the Trader Joe's stuff is amazing. So, and like I'll always do a little more vanilla. And then since the butter was salted, I'm not going to put as much salt in. It normally calls for a teaspoon, but I'm just going to grind a little bit of this salt in there. Like 3.5 twists should be fine. So I'm not sure you can see it, but you just want it to be very, I hate the word creamy, that sounds gross, but creamy. So, and then we're gonna add dry ingredients in, and I'll show you the next steps. Okay, so it's still mixing. Now we're gonna do a teaspoon of cornstarch. This just helps it stay like really soft. And so 1 teaspoon of cornstarch, and then we're going to do a teaspoon of baking soda. And the recipe doesn't call for any baking powder, and I honestly don't know if it does anything, but I just put like a little pinch in every single one of my batches. I don't know the science behind baking, and so this could be a totally useless step. It could be helpful. I have no idea. And then we're gonna add the flour. Okay, so this recipe calls for 2 3/4 cups of flour, and I'll put a screenshot at the end so you can just grab the recipe real quick. But it really is like how you put the ingredients in and the steps that you take. This is how I have found works best. And then we're gonna do 2 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips. And then I have some of these dark chocolate chip morsels I'm gonna add, just measure with your heart. All right, so this is how we're looking. It's very smooth. It's a little sticky, and that's how you want it. So now we're gonna roll them into little dough balls, and then we're gonna put them in the freezer.